You guys voted. We're listening to you. We're reviewing Glendronach Peated.
Peated?
Peated.
All right.
Welcome back to Brolic Whiskey. I'm Metahuman Dave.
Mike Jest.
And today we are reviewing the Glendronach Peated. This is a Highland single malt, obviously Scotch whiskey.
Well, this is a little more up my alley. I'm starting to become a fan of the peat. That peat
Well,
smell.
this is interesting, Mike. Glendronach is really known for sherry bombs. They always finish their stuff in sherries, and
They do?
yeah. Well, this is the first time they're doing a peated whiskey since the early days of the distillery. So in recent times, this is the
Gotcha.
first peated whiskey that they've done. So this one is matured in used bourbon barrels, and then they finish it in both Oloroso and PX sherry casks. So there is still going to be sherry influence to this, but they used peated malt.
It smells fabulous.
It really reminds me
Damn,
of,
that smells great.
wow, yeah, that smells sweet and smoky.
The smokiness is there. This really oh wow. I can sniff this one all day. This is fantastic.
So while Glendronach usually has sherry bombs, this is the first peated, but it still has sherry influence, so it's got that sweet
Definitely the overtone is the sweet, the undertone is the smoke. But then there's this floral.
note. So it really does smell amazing. It's got enough peat
fantastic.
that I think I'm going to enjoy it, but it's not going to be a peat bomb because this is 25 ppm. Like I said, you don't really have to worry about ppm too much, but some people like to know that. And in case you were wondering, when I introduced the video, we posted a poll in the YouTube community section, and this one overwhelmingly won. Everybody wanted us to review this one next. In second place is Burning Chair, so the next video we review will be Burning Chair, which is a bourbon from Napa Valley.
Okay, so this is gonna be two new things for me. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything from Napa Valley whiskey.
Right.
Really, I always think of wine when you think of Napa Valley.
Hey, funny you should say that, but we'll wait for that video.
All right.
What do you think of the Glendronach? Did you taste it yet?
I did taste it.
Okay.
Man, on the nose, this thing's amazing. That sweetness on top, that smokiness underneath, some type of floral smell in the middle. It's amazing. Ooh. It's fantastic.
Ooh.
Yeah, taste-wise, again, you get that underlying tone of the peat. It's great. I'm really digging this one. This is fantastic.
So this is the point of the video where I say, thank you, Johnny Brolic, for donating this whiskey. He doesn't like it, and I do.
You know, I have no problems with this. Even though you don't like it, you should buy more. And donate it again. Because you're such a wonderful individual. I'm digging this, man. I really am.
I'm with you, man. I like what you said too. I think you're starting to learn a lot about the whiskey because you've said things that I feel are accurate. There's a lot of underlining sweetness without the overbearing smoke punch.
Oh.
It doesn't punch you in the face, but it finishes. It's like a long kiss. And what I mean by that is there's been whiskeys where I say it's a kiss of smoke, meaning it's like, oh, there it is, and then it goes away. This is a long kiss. It doesn't punch you with smoke, but you know it's there, and it doesn't go away. It stays. It lingers. It sits there, but it's not overpowering. I'm digging this one.
I do. I mean, when you talk about duration, I do have one negative about it. For me. For myself. As it drags on, as that smokiness stays, it does turn into an alcohol flavor for me.
Really?
Yeah. So it does stay smoke. As the smoke
You've
starts to
always
drop
said that
off,
about peated whiskeys, though.
I get that great numbing feeling, that great tingling. I enjoy that. And the smoke stays there. But at the very end of it, it starts turning into that alcohol, that nastiness I don't like. Another downside to this, I don't like the texture. It doesn't have a creaminess to it. And that's what I don't like.
I can dig on that. I understand what you mean. It's a thinner.
Color-wise, it's not great, but who cares? It's color, right?
Well, that's the thing. this is not artificially colored. This is non-chill filtered,
Okay.
and it's natural color. This color comes from being matured in ex-bourbon and then finished in the sherry cask.
Okay.
No artificial coloring whatsoever, and it is a no-age statement, so we don't know how old it is. It could be 3 years old for all we know.
Gotcha.
I don't believe it's that young, though.
I don't think so.
I believe it's probably in the double digits.
I'd probably put this at a 7.5. Not my favorite,
Okay.
but it's solid.
I like it a lot. I'm actually going a little higher than you. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Okay.
I think it's
Yeah, did you forget about me?
I think it's a really good whiskey. I believe this could be a daily sipper type of whiskey because
Should we get in a price? I'm kind of curious, man.
so from what I see is it ranges depending on where you go, somewhere in the ballpark of 50 to 70 bucks.
Okay. Oh, that's a no-brainer for
At
52.
52 bucks, this is a great buy. 70 bucks, it's still a good buy because
Yeah.
it's totally different than the Lafroigs or the Ardbegs. If you want to get punched in the face with smoke, yes, you go through those, the Lafroig or the Ardbeg. This doesn't punch you with smoke. It kisses you with smoke.
Yeah, that water just took that kiss away. I'm not even sure if I'm getting a hug.
I'm getting honey now.
Yeah.
Honey with the slightest
Yes.
little bit of citrus.
All the sweets are coming out. I lost that floral. I lost the smoke. And
Yeah.
now it's just sweet.
No, I'm with you. I do not get the smoke on the nose, but definitely honey. Light on the citrus. Your face is hard to decipher. It seems like you're finding it perplexing.
It switched up for me. So first the negative was the smoke would drag out and turn into alcohol. But when I taste it, the initial flavor is that alcohol. But then it fades out and you get a little smoke tingle, but not too much smoke flavor.
Right. Yes. Dude, you are
Strange.
getting really good at this stuff, man. Because I'm with you. Exactly. I thought that it was like, oh, there's the smoke. Never mind. Like, it came and went really quick.
Yeah.
It definitely dulled a lot of the flavors. Even though it smells sweeter, I don't feel like my
No.
taste buds picked up the sweetness.
I don't smell smoke in this. I don't smell anything peat-like. And flavor-wise, I get a little bit of peat, but the sweetness and that any kind of floral is now gone. Uh-oh. Foul. It's a one-trick pony now when you add water to it. You all right?
Foul.
Yeah.
On camera.
How much you been drinking?
Stop looking over at your notes, genius. I don't think I mentioned this, Mike.
I don't know. That's interesting.
This
Go
is 46% ABV.
It doesn't taste like it. It tastes less. So for that, I think it's a little bit more enjoyable.
So,
I'm gonna throw this right under a 6, like 5.8, 5.9 in that range. Like I said, one trick pony. You add this and it just has the flavor of smoke on the tail end.
yeah. So I kind of think you're being nicer than you should be with the water.
Okay. Now I'm being
You know,
honest.
It's drinkable. It's just not enjoyable. So I'm going to go right down the center. It's a 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think
So-
it's a little better than a 5, but
Let's go on to the last and final way, which is on the rocks.
rocket.
So
Rocket.
far, Glendronach Peated.
It's not bad. It's not bad
I think it's a
Especially
daily drinker,
for
man.
the price. Yeah, this is a good, just out of work, sitting down on the couch, first drink of the evening.
Exactly. One that you don't have to think about too
Yeah.
much. It's just there. You're enjoying it, but you don't have to try to pick up complexity.
Ooh,
This-
unfortunate.
It happens all the time, man.
Yeah.
Once we put it on rocks, something happens with these peated whiskeys. But we do it for you guys because, we have to keep the format.
Sometimes science doesn't taste good.
Ooh.
Sometimes science
One.
hurts you.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. It's a 1. What are you?
I guess I'm being nice today. I'll go 1.5.
All right. It's almost undrinkable, but it's drinkable, fam. I just want to move on. Let's go right to user comments. All right. Lewis Yates.
Who we got?
So, he's clearly got Conor McGregor on the mind.
Are we back on Gregor?
Yeah.
What we got?
This guy, he's like, show me the proof that Conor McGregor doesn't own a distillery.
Okay,
Now-
we've been looking for proof that he does.
Now, in the scientific world, aren't I supposed to prove the existence of a something rather than prove the non-existence of a something? It's hard
Maybe.
to prove the non-existence of a thing. It's easier to prove the existence.
But we've tried to prove that McGregor owns a distillery, and no one's committing to it. Not a single person. How many emails have you sent? How many questions have you asked? I mean,
It's like trying to say, does Santa Claus truly exist? In our hearts, maybe. Maybe when we think of our parents, sure. But when we become adults, we realize he was a figment of the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
He was something that we believed in. Just because you believe in a thing doesn't mean the thing exists.
Well, who was this guy? What was his name again?
I don't know. He's a hater. He
Lewis-
really only came for
Yates.
yeah. He only came for that one particular
How about
video.
prove that he does? We can't.
That's
find
what
proof
I'm
he
saying.
does.
Prove to me, show me on the map where his distillery exists.
Yeah.
He does. Some of the dumbest things I've heard from some of his fans. I've heard people actually say that McGregor purchased Bushmills. Dude, he might be rich as fuck, but he ain't rich enough to buy Bushmills. That's a whole different level of wealth. But anyway,
Man,
move on
I wish
to
we had fans like that.
one of my favorite dudes. You remember him from our
Who we got?
live
Who
stream.
we got?
Which, speaking of live streams, we need to do another live stream
All right.
soon. Unemployed Mario Yamasaki.
The man. What do we got?
On my Yamazaki review, I like the name. Yamazaki. Get it?
Gotcha.
That is the joke.
Gotcha.
So, that's it. Glendronach Peated. You voted for it. We listened. We reviewed it. Drink it neat.
Yeah, and hey, these are two guys trying to be real about it, even though we can't find out if he owns a distillery or not. But at the end of the day, we're
He
all
doesn't.
about Yamasaki.
He doesn't. Yeah.
We're all about Yamasaki. Unemployed Mario, he's the man.
Yamasaki. Remember, it's an S versus a Z.
Yeah.
Mario Yamasaki. Hopefully you get a job soon.
No, don't. keep sending us comments. You don't need a job. You don't. This is America. You don't need a job. Chopsticks.